Part 1. A Day in the Life of a Student Abroad. Meet Maria. Maria is from Brazil, and she is studying in an English-speaking country for 1 year. She is excited, but also nervous because everything is new to her. Let's follow Maria through one of her days. Morning. Maria wakes up early. The alarm rings at 6:30 a.m. She gets out of bed, stretches, and looks out the window. The sky is blue, and the sun is shining. Maria feels happy because it's a beautiful day. She goes to the bathroom to brush her teeth and wash her face. Then, she goes to the kitchen to make breakfast. Today, Maria has toast with butter and a cup of coffee. While she eats, she listens to English songs on her phone. This helps her practice her listening skills. At 7:30 a.m., Maria gets ready for school. She puts on her clothes, grabs her backpack, and checks that she has everything she needs: books, notebooks, and pens. She leaves her apartment and walks to the bus stop. Maria likes walking because she can see the city and practice reading signs in English. At school, Maria arrives at school at 8 a.m. Her first class is English. The teacher, Mrs. Smith, is very kind and helpful. Today, they are learning about grammar. Maria finds grammar difficult, but she tries her best. She asks questions when she doesn't understand something. Mrs. Smith always explains things clearly. After English class, Maria has a break. She goes to the cafeteria to buy a snack. She sees her friend, John, who is also an international student. John is from China. They sit together and talk about their classes. They speak in English because it helps them improve. Next, Maria has a history class. The teacher talks about the history of the country. Maria takes notes and tries to understand as much as she can. Sometimes, the teacher speaks very fast and Maria feels a bit lost. But she knows it's okay to make mistakes. She will get better with time. Lunchtime. At noon, it's time for lunch. Maria goes to the cafeteria again. Today, she buys a sandwich and an apple. She sits with her classmates. They talk about their plans for the weekend. Maria learns new words and expressions from her friends. She enjoys practicing English in real conversations. Afternoon. In the afternoon, Maria has a science class. The teacher shows a video about animals. Maria likes this class because she loves animals. She learns many new words related to science. After the video, they have a group activity. Maria works with 3 other students. They have to discuss the video and answer questions. Maria feels proud because she can communicate well with her group. After school, Maria goes to the library. She has a lot of homework to do. She finds a quiet spot and starts reading her history book. She also writes an essay for her English class. The library is a good place to study because it is quiet and has many resources. Maria can find books and use the computer to research information. Evening. Maria finishes her homework and goes back to her apartment. She feels tired, but also happy because she learned a lot today. She decides to cook dinner. She makes pasta with tomato sauce. While she cooks, she watches an English cooking show on her tablet. This helps her learn new recipes and new English words. After dinner, Maria calls her family in Brazil. She tells them about her day and how much she is learning. They are very proud of her. Talking to her family makes Maria feel less homesick. Before going to bed, Maria likes to read a book. She is reading a book in English to improve her reading skills. Tonight, she reads for about 30 minutes. Then she turns off the light and goes to sleep. Maria's day is full of challenges, but she is brave and determined. She knows that studying abroad is a great opportunity to learn and grow. Tomorrow will be another exciting day in her adventure. Part 2. A Day in the Life of a Student Abroad. Morning. The next morning, Maria wakes up at 6:30 a.m. again. She feels more comfortable with her routine now. She goes through her morning rituals, brushing her teeth, washing her face, and having breakfast. Today, she decides to have cereal with milk and a banana. She listens to an English podcast while eating. The podcast is about travel stories, and Maria enjoys it very much. At 7:30 a.m., Maria gets ready for school. She wears her favorite blue sweater and jeans. She checks her backpack again to make sure she has everything. Before leaving, she looks at herself in the mirror and smiles. Maria feels more confident today. At school, Maria arrives at school at 8 a.m. Her first class is math. Math is not her favorite subject, but she knows it is important. The teacher, Mr. Brown, explains new topics slowly and clearly. Maria takes notes and tries to solve problems on the board. Sometimes she asks her classmates for help. They are always willing to explain things to her. After math class, Maria has another break. She decides to go to the school's garden. It is a quiet and beautiful place. She sits on a bench and reviews her notes. She also practices speaking English by talking to herself softly. She describes what she sees around her, the trees, the flowers, and the sky. The next class is literature. Maria loves this class because they read many interesting stories. Today, they are discussing a short story by an English author. The teacher asks the students to share their thoughts. Maria is a bit shy, but she raises her hand and talks about her favorite part of the story. The teacher and her classmates appreciate her opinion. This makes Maria feel proud and happy. Lunchtime. At noon, Maria goes to the cafeteria for lunch. Today, she decides to try something new. She buys a salad with grilled chicken. She sees her friends, John and Sophia, sitting at a table. Sophia is from Spain, and she is also learning English. They all sit together and talk about their classes. They laugh and share funny stories about their experiences in the new country. Afternoon. In the afternoon, Maria has an art class. This is one of her favorite classes because she loves to draw and paint. Today, they are learning about famous painters. The teacher shows them paintings by Van Gogh and Monet. Maria is fascinated by the colors and techniques. She tries to create her own painting using similar styles. The teacher praises her work and encourages her to keep practicing. After art class, Maria has a sports class. They go to the gym and play basketball. Maria is not very good at basketball, but she enjoys running and trying to score. Her teammates cheer her on, and she feels like part of the team. It is a great way to stay active and have fun. After school activities. School ends at 3 p.m., but Maria's day is not over yet. She has joined the school's English club, which meets every Tuesday and Thursday. The club helps students improve their English through games, discussions, and activities. Today, they are playing a game where they have to describe words without using the word itself. Maria finds it challenging, but fun. She learns many new words and phrases. After the club meeting, Maria decides to explore the city. She takes a bus to the downtown area. There are many shops, cafes, and parks. Maria walks around, reads signs, and practices speaking with shopkeepers. She buys a postcard to send to her family. She writes a short message in English, telling them about her day. Evening. Maria returns to her apartment in the evening. She feels a bit tired, but happy. She decides to cook dinner again. Tonight, she makes chicken stir-fry with vegetables. While cooking, she watches another English cooking show. She likes learning new recipes and trying them out. After dinner, Maria takes a shower and puts on her pajamas. She sits at her desk to finish her homework. She has to write an essay for her literature class. Maria writes about the short story they discussed earlier. She tries to use new words she learned and makes sure her grammar is correct. She feels satisfied with her work. Relaxing time. After finishing her homework, Maria has some free time. She decides to watch an English movie. She chooses a romantic comedy because it is easy to understand and entertaining. Maria laughs at the funny scenes and learns new expressions. Before going to bed, Maria calls her friend from Brazil. They talk about their lives and share their experiences. Maria's friend is also studying abroad, so they understand each other's challenges and joys. Talking to her friend makes Maria feel connected and supported. Maria reads a few pages of her English book before turning off the light. She thinks about her day and feels grateful for all the opportunities she has. She knows that living in an English-speaking country is helping her grow and learn in many ways. As she falls asleep, Maria dreams about her future. She dreams about becoming fluent in English, making many friends, and achieving her goals. She knows that every day is a step closer to her dreams. Maria's journey is full of adventures, challenges, and learning experiences. She is brave, curious, and determined. Tomorrow will bring new opportunities, and Maria is ready to embrace them.